Alright, hey guys, it's me again. I've just finished streaming, and today on PC we got a surprise mainline update. A lot of the quality of life changes that were supposed to go to Heart of Demios actually end up being launched today. That includes the ability buffs, as well as the Helmuth Chrysalis dev workshop is also live on the forums right now. And today we're going to talk about Trinity. We're going to talk about two abilities. One is a buff, and the other is a buff, but it's a nerf in the big grand scheme of things. So anyways, let's talk about Well of Life, because it's actually good now. TLDR on this ability, it's a better version of Garuda's Blood Altar. Instead of giving the target 10 times health, they're just immune now. But they do store accumulated damage, just like, a mind-controlled Nyx target. And, when the duration ends, they take that accumulated damage. On top of that, Well of Life now creates a healing circle around the target. And so you don't have to actually shoot it to get the healing, but if you want more healing, you can shoot the target. And that's great. Now, this is a Well of Life build I've had for a while now, and for this sake of this test, we're going to take off those two things and put on Vitality, so I can show you how effective this is. And Pool of Life does still work the way it does. The gunners, I have Invincibility turned off, and a Well of Life, as well as get my damage reduction here from, there we go. You can see, if I want more healing, I can just shoot my target. But they're not doing a whole lot of damage to me. I can also use Link, right, to get further damage reduction. And even though it's not actually a lot of healing on Well of Life's end, it's like 130% health, and if I shoot them, I get 1% lifesteal, right? This actually works with the rest of Trinity's kit. So I am very, very much unkillable. So Well of Life is actually pretty good now. Who would have thought? One other thing to keep in mind is when you're using Well of Life, you can no longer EV those Well of Life targets anymore. The only way to get an EV off is if you cast EV first and then use Well of Life, but as you can see, yeah, it pulses a little bit. It will still do that accumulated damage. So if I let her go, you can see it did that certain amount of damage that EV is supposed to do. But just keep in mind that you can't EV those targets anymore. And that's a little important for what I'm going to talk about next. Now we get to the main event. So everybody knows that Energy Vampire actually does true damage. And it's only like 6.25% of the enemy's current health. So damage actually gets lower the more you use it. For the most part, you could just spam this on an enemy, and that would allow you to put out tons and tons of energy. So instead of being 6.25% of their health, it is now 25% of their current health. And this is now affected by power strength, which means the only way we're going to be able to hit 100% health damage on EV is if we have 400% power strength. But obviously we can't do that without, say, arbitrations. So the next best thing is just to use a weapon with Viral on it. So I have this Glaxon Vandal with Viral here. And let's bring out a Heavy Gunner. Alright. Smack him with Viral, EV, gone. And remember, it's percent damage, so it doesn't matter what you come up against. So let's bring out an Officer, right? One Officer, hit with 10 stacks of Viral. Oh, wrong one. Gone. One EV, they are dead. This works on shielded enemies. Remember, it's true damage. It ignores armor and shields. You know what? Fuck it. How about a whole ass Sentient? Let's get a Symbolist here, as they have quite a lot of health for a Sentient. And not even they stand a chance. Now, I can't really proc Viral on them, because Sentients don't really do status. But not even the Sentients stand a chance. Let's bring out a Corpus Comba. Combas actually have quite a bit of health compared to even Corpus techs. So let's bring them out. With 10 stacks of Viral. Dead. Does not matter. Trinity does not give a fuck. So, in the grand scheme of things, how is that a nerf? It means you can't spam that on the same target anymore. So if you're in like a group of, say, like a Saren, and Saren's getting a lot of kills, you're not going to have a whole lot of opportunities to get an EV off and give back a lot of energy. Now, sure, Trinity with EV already gives back quite a lot of energy, but there's just less opportunities to do it now. With that said, though, that damage is crazy. I actually took this into Mott and the Index and Steel Path today, and it did pretty well. I actually did it on stream, and I just didn't die. It was too easy. All I have to do is hit them with Viral, and they're guaranteed dead. That said, though, with this undocumented change, the best Warframe for doing Steel Path Index is easily Trinity. Since it's percent damage, all you have to do is hit them up with viral, and they're gone. And it gives your team energy. So your team doesn't have to worry at all about that. You don't have to worry at all about, stripping defenses or anything. You just hit them with viral, EV, they're gone. It doesn't matter. So yeah, anyway guys, I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.